YouTube member back here with another video. Today we'll be talking to you guys about the best abilities in Madden 22 Ultimate Team. I guess I can cover X factors in the video, but that may be a separate video. But we will be covering the best abilities in Madden 22 Ultimate Team. Before we continue, please hit like, comment, and subscribe, man. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, man. Thank you guys for all love support. No Money Spent should be already out. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. I will update the playlist tonight while I'm in my bed going to sleep. But let's get started. Now, my goal is to cover every single ability for each position, the ones that I do recommend. If you guys have been playing Mud the last few years, you guys actually know what abilities to pick, but some of you guys are new. This is your first time actually doing Mud. You're probably seeing what's the best abilities, what are abilities. It's basically dealing, if you guys watch DC, you're dealing with metahumans because everyone has superpowers in this game. And in my opinion, abilities either make or break a guard, whether you're not going to buy it or not. So let's get started. I think for O-line, it's pretty easy to pick for your left tackle, so which I will cover right now. I'm going to try to make the video no longer than maybe 12 minutes. I think the best one, which I haven't done right now, I don't know if he is big boy as I think he does, it's going to be Edge Protector. It's 1 AP. It is 1200 training, but I think it's the best ability, the best ability for your right and left tackle. As of right now, I wouldn't recommend it because only one card, I believe 2 cards, maybe DeMarcus Ware, Von Miller. As of right now, by the time you guys see the video, if you guys later down the road, that's different. Have Edge Threat or Edge Threat Elite. In my personal opinion, Edge Threat don't work because I have it and none of these people have Edge Protector, and I'm not getting no pressure, which we'll talk about here in a second. But I do think Edge Threat is probably the best one for your tackle, or maybe something like All Day. I don't know if that's even, let me see, it's All Day, yeah. Or maybe Post Up, that's what I usually recommend. But speaking of Post Up, for your guards, center, and your guards and your centers, I recommend Post Up. Now, honestly, what's the name? Actually, I can show you right now. I get out Bruce Matthews, which is something, if you guys get with the superstar cards, I think those are probably better. As of right now, I can't actually do it, never mind, it's just stupid. Sorry, I forgot about that. So, might as well head back to Bruce Matthews. We'll go ahead and power him up and use the abilities right here. So with Bruce Matthews, I think for your centers or guards, it all works into one. I do believe where is it is it not in the first tier? Is it not in the first tier? Let's see. Is it in the second tier then? I guess he gets in the second tier then. It's going to be either Puller Elite or it's going to be Post Up. I love this ability because we're in inside zone stretch. They get really good blocks in the run game. I think if not the same as last year, or just a little bit OP, especially with the pancakes going on a lot more frequently. You are being penalized if you are rocking just strictly one, like 3 down linemen. So I think Post Up for your guards and your center is where you want to go, and then your tackle should have Edge Protector. That's what I kind of rocking the same format I did last year, except that towards the end of Madden, we was at 15 AP. Now we're at a 12 AP cap, and plus only 1 AP. So tight ends, the reason why I haven't put it on Kittle just yet is because I'm waiting to get his power up and his base elite. But the best one for tight ends is going to be Matchup Nightmare, and I believe Tight End Apprentice. Slot Apprentice, where is Tight End Apprentice? Do you have the power up to actually get it? Is it Tight End Apprentice? Where is it at? Maybe Tight End Apprentice slot up, not it. Where is Tight End Apprentice? Okay, here we go. It's 2 AP, 4 additional hot routes will line up at tight end. Now, we'll be talking about quarterbacks in a second. Hot Route Master will kind of cancel this out on the rock out Tight End Apprentice, but as of right now, since no one really has Hot Route Master, Tight End Apprentice is going to be really, really good. I like Matchup Nightmare, which is going to be on George Kittle, but I do like to rock in a little bit of short end, mid out, mid elite. He's already crazy enough, really can't guard tight ends, but in the future, I will probably go with Matchup Nightmare once I get Kittle stuff. But I think Matchup Nightmare, Tight End Apprentice, and maybe a mid out, mid and elite to get those crazy catches animation. They're already big anyway, so that's what I recommend for you guys if you want to go to tight end route, which I'll probably end up going in the future. So now, as far as receivers concerned, I think it's really mainly one. And it's going to be Route Technician. Obviously, the archetypes matter and whether to be cheaper or not. So you are limited to certain things you got to do. So I recommend Route Technician because quicker cuts while running. Hester, Lance Allworth are just deadly with these. Now, obviously, a lot of people don't have Hester loaded up as of right now. The game is actually it's been released, about to be a week in a couple of days. So I do believe Hester is definitely, Route Technician is definitely one of the best abilities right now to slap onto your receivers. Obviously, you do have Matchup Nightmare, maybe slot outside Apprentice or slot Apprentice or wide receiver Apprentice, but as of right now, I think it's Hot Route Master. So, not Hot Route Master, sorry, Route Technician. If you want to throw in mid out, deep in, that's up to you. It maybe depends if you have like maybe 2-3. I don't like to slide in multiple abilities on one person. I like to spread out a little. I like to share the wealth. So I think that's the ability you want to go with. Now, someone like Brandon Marshall, when Mike Evans gets his upgrade, I'm gonna slap in some deep in, deep out, deep in and deep out, and just open crazy catch animations. Now, running backs, I think Madden 20 was the best abilities for running backs because it was so OP with Jukebox. This year, especially on next gen, it's so damn slow. I do not like Jukebox. I don't. So they kind of nerfed a little bit because I am like more of a looser back type of runner. But someone like Derrick Henry, Najee Harris, we get like someone like maybe like Franco Harris. What's the running back from the Steelers as well? The bust, Jerome Bettis. So, but power backs are probably going to be to move that, or receiving backs, Kamara in the future. So, but I believe having bulldozer and armbar. But if you're going to be a power runner, you're probably going to want to have, what's the one running back ability that gives you? Is it Bruiser? It gives you better stiff arm and better striking for like 2 AP. So I think Bruiser's probably going to be the best one, and probably backfield master. Or matchup nightmare in the backfield, which is I don't know if they took it out for the running backs. I think they may have did, because it's kind of honestly the same thing in my opinion. Having matchup nightmare and backfield mismatch. So yeah, which I think they might have took it out, to be honest with you. They may have taken it out because I don't even see it on here. They just strictly backfield master. I don't see matchup nightmare. So they kind of did that about time, EA, because that was a kind of a little cheaper way to do it, because you get it for 1 AP instead of 2. So backfield master, bruiser. If you want to go jukebox, you can, maybe on current gen. That's completely up to you. So like I said, quarterbacks is really easy, really simple. I can't actually do it, so I'm doing it on Justin Fields, because even though he may be a scrambler, I do believe, what is actually the escape artist? I haven't actually looked at the escape artist yet this year. Where is it at? So it's going to be, I didn't even fucking tell you. Oh, it's 2 AP for a scrambler. So in my opinion, the best abilities for quarterbacks is only maybe three or four. So one is going to be gunslinger. I think that's a necessary ability to have for every quarterback. If you ain't got gunslinger, I mean, obviously right now we're not using gunslinger. It's perfectly normal. But once you get a taste of, it's like get a taste of a girl. It's like you can't get enough. But once you get a taste of gunslinger, you don't want to go back. So gunslinger, hot rod master, definitely much needed. Obviously with the golden tickets last year. But hot rod master, gunslinger, I do love inside deadeye, which he doesn't have. I can't show you guys. Inside deadeye is still glitch. So I think that's still going to be the move. Maybe roaming deadeye if you still want to do that route. But I think it's only 3 or 4 abilities you really want to rock with. What I've seen, obviously he's a different archetype. With Russ, I think Russ has, what does Russ have? I'll show you guys here in a second. Fullback, we don't give a shit about fullback, because Russ has Roman Deadeye, Quick Draw, Fearless. I mean, Quick Draw, yeah. Set feet lead and pass lead elite. Those are also wonderful abilities to have for your quarterback, but I believe Josh Allen gets it. I don't know about John Ioannidis. I don't know if he gets, because he's a fielder. I don't know, but as long as if you don't have Gunslinger as of right now, Set feet lead and pass lead elite, I believe that's the abilities called. Those are probably the number 2 and 3 abilities to have if you're not going to have Gunslinger right now. But that's just my opinion for the offensive side. Let's talk about the defense. Defense is really easy, and I'm going to talk about you guys right here when it comes to safeties. And let's just go to DBs. I feel like the safeties, you really need 2 abilities, which I can't actually show you guys because he's kind of ass right now because he's only 84. Now, the main one is going to be is Acrobat. Acrobat is definitely much needed. It is a must need for every person on your field that's a DB to have Acrobat. Now, obviously, if sometimes everyone can't have it, depending on your AP setup. If you can't get Acrobat, I recommend mid-zone KO. It's for 1 AP. It's only cheaper for zone archetypes. Guys, keep in mind, you guys watch this video, some of these abilities may be cheaper for certain archetypes. So whatever cards you get later on down the road, it may not be the same. So let's just say someone like Derwin James, he's a run support. He may not, well, actually last year a little bit different because he got it for cheap. Let's just say they changed it this year. Run support may get mid-zone KO for 2 AP. So I probably can actually look and show you guys here in a second, but I believe for your safeties, it's either going to be Acrobat or mid-zone KO. Maybe later on down the road, I should slap on pick artist if I had like 1 AP, if I don't want to do anything else. Maybe unfakeable, considering how the tackling is just ash right now. That or secure tackler, you probably can rock with that. Lurker, but I think safeties are really built in with Lurker. Enforcer is pretty good, and also Deflator. But like I said, it's really up to you, your zone archetype. But it's mainly gonna be mid-zone KO and Acrobat for your safeties. Even I got on Edery, it's for 1 AP. Kam Chancellor, he's a run support archetype, which is a 90 overall for me. So does he get mid-zone KO for cheap? I truly doubt. Actually, he does. That is crazy. So he gets it for 1 AP. So I actually need to see who doesn't get it. Who's my backup safety? Is Kevin Byard. What's Kevin? Okay, he's a I can't really see it. What is his archetype? I can't even see his archetype. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. So regardless, that's for the safety. Now for the corners, the only one I recommend is if a corner is a zone archetype, maybe mid-zone KO, maybe. But in my personal opinion, y'all, I'm rocking out with Acrobat. They saved my ass so much. Interceptions, timely swats. Those are the most abilities you're going to need at your DB position. Trust me. Acrobat, Acrobat, Acrobat. There's no question about it. That is the best ability to have on your secondary. Now, Marlon Humphrey's come. That's why I only got Marlon, because he comes with built-in Acrobat. The only issue that he has short in K is what is it? It's one of the KOs. He has short KO and medium route KO, short route KO, and I don't like that because I don't like man because you get fried regardless. But I do believe, obviously, once I try to power up, his power up is expensive, and it's basically, so I haven't done it yet. But Acrobat is definitely much needed. Universal coverage, maybe. If you want to go with something like a, what's that damn ability called? One Step Ahead, which I don't personally recommend because it's a lot of AP. Obviously, it's going to be a demon. I'm a player. It's going to rock out with everybody having One Step Ahead. And that's going to be a bitch to deal with. But those are the main ones. Now, as far as your left outside, right outside linebackers, I may actually do the same method I did last year. Shout out to Sean because he told me about this when we were doing must squads for getting the free players. I'm sorry. This Von Miller's ass because that fucking ability. I'm sorry for my language. I'm sorry. Edge threat does not work because everyone I mostly played do not have edge protector, and I'm not getting pressure just like that. Trust me, my inside presence gets more pressure than my outside. But I can't actually show you guys Von Miller. But obviously, everyone has different archetypes. Speed rusher for when it comes to right outside linebackers. In my personal opinion, and what I'm going to rock out with, which I don't think he has, so I'm going to have to get a different right outside linebacker when the time comes, is I'm going to rock out with no outsiders. Whereas I can find it. Inside subs 3 AP. Should be no outsider for 2 AP. Now, obviously, if it's someone like, who can I use? It's man, I know Clowney had ways to go ticket. But usually, I think it's what Power, is it Power Rusher? It's somebody. Regardless, once it comes available for 1 AP for no outsiders, I'm rocking with that. To stop them stretches, those are OP. So I'm going to need no outsiders on my outside linebackers to stop the run. That's the main thing for me, is stopping the run. The pass, obviously, I'm gonna ass beat the pass. But if I can contain your run, I'm be okay with that. But if you don't want to go with that, obviously, we haven't tested out double or nothing just yet as of the time to make this video. Defensive roundups are actually pretty solid. Edge threat, I don't think this ability isn't good. I'm sorry. Maybe El Toro. I heard El Toro supposed to be really, really good. I don't like edge threat, like I said, edge threat elite, but I believe the main one is maybe El Toro. Double or nothing. I know it used to be 2 AP. I heard Speedster's actually really, really solid. But I mean, far as what my scheme's gonna do, I'm doing no outsiders, but that's just me. If you want to go with Speedster, edge threat, you can. Now, middle linebackers, I think it's only one ability you really, really need, and I think it's going to really be, it's really two or three. Enforcer, not Tackle Supreme. I'm sorry, Deflator, or you're going to need Enforcer. Not Enforcer, Lurker. I think Lurker's definitely going to be something you're going to need. I think Field General gets for 1 AP. I recommend personally we get it. I personally recommend. I mean, not Enforcer. I'm so damn stupid. I'm so sorry. It's gonna be Lurker, which is, if I can. Which one's Lurker? I'm so sorry. I'm fucking up for y'all. Lurker's 2 AP. I believe Lurker is much needed on linebackers, which I'm going to put on Micah Parsons. Well, I can't put on Micah Parsons, he doesn't get it, but I do believe Lurker is much needed on your middle linebackers so they can animate, so they can jump. So when it comes to D-line, I'll show you guys my scheme here in a second, how I run my scheme. I really don't rock out with my right ends and left ends. Maybe Donald, but he plays the inside for me, so he's really gonna be my inside presence. But I am using Linval Joseph, but it's really gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be no outside. I don't know Jack Youngblood. I think he's a speed rusher archetype, so he wouldn't get it for that price anyway. Yeah, he gets it for 3 AP. Does Donald get it for? I know Linval Joseph gets it because he's a run stopper. Does Power Rusher gets it for little? Does he even get the ability? He doesn't even get it. But it's 2 AP, so that's if I need to do that. Now, depending on who, if the right outside linebacker gets it for cheap, yeah. But honestly, it's the same thing. The same thing for the ends. The linebackers, the outside linebackers, do the same thing for the ends. But my inside presence, I'm going to need inside stopper. I think inside stopper is definitely something you really want to need to stop the run, even though his big thick ass is slow. But I think for a 7.2 speeder right now is really, really good. So I think run stopper is really going to be needed for your inside tackle. If you want to go with edge threat or any of those pass rushing abilities, you can. But most of the time, guys, we're going to be QB containing because we got Justin Fields, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, etc. So I mainly QB contains. Kenny Clark is just here because I got him. But the way I run my scheme, guys, is this is how I run my scheme. I don't even really use my ends besides Aaron Donald. I put him at the inside presence. So that's how I really run my scheme. Is Vaughn, DeMarcus Ware on my ends, rushing. Linval Joseph, Aaron Donald inside running. I have Kam Chancellor in the box along with Micah Parsons. And I have J.C. Jackson in my slot position. So that's just me. That's how I run my scheme with my abilities. That's how I do it. So any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. Twitter, TikTok, Discord will be in the description box down below, man. I am out. Peace.